YouTube, it is Brother Dennis. Today's Thursday. I don't know what day it is, but I know this. I give God all the glory. Give God all the glory for another day and more blessings. So, I had a grandchild born this week, Sunday to be exact, 7/7. And what a blessing to my family that was. Well, that is. To my son, Michael. Oh, what a blessing. Nice little girl. Baby girl. Hey, so I bought these waterers because it's hot outside. It's actually so hot outside here in North Carolina. One of my chickens died yesterday. I can only imagine it died from the heat. I don't like these already. And I'm gonna tell you why. See this little hang-up thing? Yeah, I just dropped it. I got bad grip. But you see how you see this little hang-up thing or whatever? The reason I don't like it is, if you look at this green one, Amazon special. Oh, I guess it's the same way. That's right, because I set these in here. See how I set that in there so I can fill it up? These new ones you can't do that with. I guess you could do it at an angle. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents. So I'm gonna try these out. I had to get my make sure I got my birds plenty of water because it is boiling hot down here in North Carolina, right? And my mentor and friend, first of all, let me say my friend and brother, Joe, who's also my mentor. So let me say that right, because having him as a friend is far more important than having him, to me, than having him as a mentor. But he is a great mentor. And one thing I like about Joe is he just tells you like it is. And when you're 80 years old, I guess he's in his mid-60s, to be truthful. You don't have, like, I'm 54 and I've already don't really have time to play around. Like, you just don't want to play around with people's feelings and emotions. You just tell them like it is. And he tells me some things like it is. He says things that are straight to the point. He gets to the point. And I appreciate that and I respect that. So he was telling me that confirms what other people have said also, but it means a lot coming from Joe, because the more I get to know Joe, the more I see how other people in the community, the pigeon community, really respect him. And they respect his birds, they respect his knowledge, they respect him for what he has done in the pigeon community and what he continues to do. And I mean, I can't say enough. This is going to be like a I'm in love with Joe video, it sounds like. But it's the truth. And he don't even know I'm making this video. But he's helped me. He, like 110% helped me, does so much. Just talking to me and just helping me. And so I can't, well, for example, his heart is so charitable. He's always given unexpectedly. See, that's the thing. It's like he just, it's one thing to walk into a restaurant and say, hey, I'm going to pay for this guy. But let me pay for his wife, too. And, he went to the auction the other day. We had a club meeting. See, I don't like this. This is too complicated. And he was telling me about this, too, to be careful how you turn it. And, these things, they're too, I guess I'm not smart enough. Look at that. Look at that. Half the water spilled right out off the rip. Yeah, I don't like these. I don't. Maybe I can get used to them. But they're affordable. They wasn't really expensive. But I like these green Amazon specials better. They seem to be more simpler. But very charitable. So let me give you an example. And this is not even me. This is the God's honest truth. We went to a meeting. Went went to a meeting and they were auctioning off some birds, and he had won a band race. So at the meeting, they were paying him his winnings. At the same meeting, they were auctioning off birds, 2 birds to be exact, silent auction. And to be honest with you, nobody bid on the birds, I don't think. Only somebody bid like $10 or $20, something trivial, right? So what Joe did was, Joe said, I'm gonna buy the birds. So Joe bought the birds. I know what y'all are saying. Y'all are like, and so let me tell you the story. Joe buys the birds. You see, I'm gonna put these 2 big waterers. So now I got 30 birds, 27 birds in here, and I got that waterer there and this waterer here. And these are like the 3 or 5 liter waterers. So let me know if y'all think that's enough for 20-something birds. Pigeons. So, and these guys over here I worried about, they only had 1 waterer. There's only 17 or 19 over here. I think it's 19 over here. So I gave them another waterer. And this water that's in my hand is going, how many birds over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I got 19 birds. Oh, sorry. I got this mount thing going on. If y'all can see the birds, but I got 19 birds over here. I do have one of my maidest birds left. That's the only outside of the loft bird I have, and yeah, I still have it. But anyway, so Joe buys the birds, not really wanting them or needing them, but he was going to use them. They had pedigrees and stuff with them. He checked the pedigrees and stuff out. So one of our club members called and said, "Hey Joe, I really wasn't in the auction and everything, but I'm kind of interested in them birds. Let me buy them from you for what you paid for them and all that." Joe was like, "Cool, I got you." So when they met up, he said, "Let me get one of them from you." Joe said, "Cool, I got you. You don't gotta pay me though. I'll just bring you the bird." And when Joe went to meet him, Joe ended up giving him both birds and told him, "Man, you can have them." So when he told me this, it came up in passing because we were talking about pedigrees or something like that. And I said, "Joe, man, why you do that then, man?" He said, "Because I wanted to help the club out. I wanted to help the birds were donated to the club. So buying the birds helped the club out because that's what it was for, a fundraiser for the club. So buying the birds was helping the club out. Then giving them to the flyer, so I ain't gonna say his name, but he gave them to the flyer that's in the club, young flyer too. It's like two or 3 year flyer. Gave him the birds, so that's like double charity. Just on one little situation, I could tell you. I'm getting ready to walk over here in a minute when I feed these birds. It's supposed to really rain tonight, and I wish I just had got home. I've been out all day, and I really wish I had enough time to clean these lofts before it rained, but I just don't. And reason why you see me messing with the water barrels is I would never ever buy another one of these water barrels right here. This one. This sucks so bad. Matter of fact, one day Joe was over here. I filled this thing up, went to pick it up and it fell apart. Water went all in my loft and I kirked out. But I don't like these. These suck. These are cheaply made. This was an Amazon special too. But they're cheaply made. They come apart when you fill them up. You can't pick them up from the top or you're going to spill water everywhere. You get what you pay for, and this thing is raggedy. And I would throw it away, but it might come in handy. So I'll just keep it out here with my pigeon supplies. And what I do is I bleach all this stuff. And when I bleach my nest bowls and everything, I'll bleach that. Let me get some food together. Oh, so Joe sent me some, Joe bred me, because he said he wasn't going to breed any this year. He bred me some droppers. He did one round of droppers just for me. And this is the last of my corn. I'm switching my food to a non-corn. We're in North Carolina, it's hot, we don't need the corn. I was using the corn for extra protein or whatever because I wanted my birds, the young birds, to develop. Matter of fact, y'all just bear with me. If the video is boring, I'm sorry. Y'all gonna click off. Let me grab a bag of the Lizzie Mae. Yes, I just put my dogs up. They were just out. I always put my dogs up when I feed my chickens because if one of my chickens get out, it will get killed. So one of my dogs is pregnant, I believe. And before any of y'all say anything, there is an air conditioner right there. It's cooler in this shed than it is in my house. Trust me when I tell you that. It's cooler in this shed than it is in my house. And I got a very good air conditioner in there. And I'm gonna put a mini split in there before next summer. So it's really gonna be really cool. So, all right, so put this food in here. I should have just went live. I want to start going live, y'all. What do y'all think? Will anybody communicate with me if I go live? So this is Lizzie Mae with no corn, ultimate, 16%, and this is what I'm going to be feeding my birds through the racing season. I already have the wheat or barley. I already have that, so I'll be these bags always give me trouble. So I will be using the wheat mix or the barley mix. I'll be trying it under Joe's supervision. But Joe helped me out a lot, man. And the main thing I'm getting from Joe is keep my loft semi-clean, because, you know, I was doing the whole don't clean up the young bird section for the first couple months because I want them to get acclimated and, all that stuff. But now that they're older, I try to do a little bit better job keeping everything clean. Just for my own health. Walking in there sometimes is just insane. Like when you go to clean, you gotta have a mask on. Being my age, I've had pneumonia twice. When I mean pneumonia, I mean hospitalized. I had pneumonia twice. I also had COVID pneumonia and was, 5 minutes from a respirator, which is almost a death sentence back in 2019. Fortunately, it didn't come to that because I'm still here making sorry videos. But let me show you these droppers that Joe, man, I can't say enough about Joe. I really can't. I know this is a weird video, but Joe is really a good guy. And let me tell you another thing. I don't want to say that because I might be embarrassing him. He's just a great guy. I can't give him more than there's no way I can give him enough gratitude for what he has done for me already, right? Can't give him enough gratitude for what he has done for me in my young career already. And that's why I say that if I follow his program and his lead, new beginning this year, we're gonna have to be dealt with. Like he said, my birds are fighting for second because we got to beat him. But let me tell you something. I got some good birds from some good people, and then people know who they are. They know who they gave. People watching this video, James and some other people, they know where the start of my bloodlines came from, the start of some of my birds. And they're proven birds. Some of them aren't proven in my hands as breeders. But when somebody like Mike from Rocky Ridge gives you birds and or sells you birds or whatever, you acquire birds from Mike, and in 2000 and I want to say late 2023, no 22. So I went down to South Carolina and got some birds, 2022 fall breeding season, or actually 2023 early like January, February, when breeding season started. And I got some birds from Mike, and the birds he gave me or sold me 3 hens and 2 cocks. All their bands were like 2018, 19, 2022. So they were older birds. Birds have been raised, birds have been around, birds have been bred out of. And he was getting rid of his loft because he was going to all pedigree birds. And he knew the pedigrees and knew what they done, but they just didn't have like 10 generation pedigrees and all that. So he was weaning that out. He was going more high end pedigree type stuff in his loft. That's what he wanted to keep. So I went down and he gave me a great price on some good birds. And Captain, actually, the bird I had last year that did really well until he got lost the last race with everybody else's bird. He was out of Mike from Rocky Ridge. Now, I forgot how I even got on this conversation, but, oh, there ain't even no birds. Oh, yeah, there's birds in there. But just know that New Beginnings going to have to dealt with this year. All right? So let me show you. Damn, I had just opened their cage and shut it right back. This little blue thing is getting on my nerves. I got to get rid of this one and get a new one for right here. But here are the droppers. So let me grab one. I got them in here for a week or so. I want to get them eaten and strengthened up, get them bigger. But this is the little dropper birdies. Can y'all see it? So let me see. So these are the droppers that Joe bred for me. And I'm going to cut their wings. Like I'm going to cut these wings off like right here. And then settle these. These will be the last 2 birds I settled this year. They're these droppers. And the reason why I got him so late is I asked Joe about him. He said he didn't have no droppers available. He wasn't breeding none. And then he surprised me and changed his mind and bred them for me. So I got droppers. I think that's how you know you're really a pigeon racer, if you got droppers. And these birds over here, let me get y'all a good shot of these birds. Let me open this up. These birds, these 3, most definitely these 3, are going to the Florida Derby in the next week or so. The last week of January, I'm going to send them out. These 3, most definitely. 2 are off Joe's breeders. Stinky Leg and something else. And 1 is from Tommy, Tachyon Loft breeders. The birds ain't proven as breeders, their parents, but the bloodline is proven, and the parents are racers. And let me show you another bird I want to send. I really want to send one more bird, and that's the bird I got, one of those birds right there, that smaller one that's to the right. I think it's this one to the right. But these are James from Robinson Family Racing Pigeons. I want to send one of these, preferably the hen, if I could figure out which one is the hen, and if it's old enough by 2 weeks from now. So they're eating on their own, kinda. I'm gonna pull the females this weekend because I got that female in there, which is Robinson's band number 180. It's the hen that somebody donated to me, and I'm gonna pull this hen out too, which is the whitehead bird up there, because she's on 2 babies. Now these 2 babies and these 2 Robinson babies, if I don't send the one to the Florida Derby, all 4 of those are gonna go to a new flyer. I promised him I'd donate him a few birds so he could race this year. So these birds will be leaving here by the end of next week anyway. All of them, all these babies will be out. So I'll be officially done. But I'm gonna pull the hens this weekend. It's gonna rain tonight, so I'm not gonna pull them tonight. But I am gonna pull them this weekend. They will be gone. And I won't have any babies left here but the droppers. Like babies. I'll be officially over with my 2024 breeding season. Will be done. And I got 46 youngsters right now. So far, it's I got 19 and 26. So yeah, that's 40. 19 and 27 is 46. And out of 46 breed, out of 54 birds that I tried to settle so far, this is 7-Eleven day, free Slurpees, July 7th, right? July 7th is today. These birds, I got 46 babies left out of 54 that I attempted to settle. So I've officially lost 8 birds so far this year. I have lost 8 birds settling. I lost 8 birds. So, and what I'm going to do in another week or so, because we just vaccinated these birds, and I'm going to let them rest for a week, and then I'll get them back to flying. But the next time they go out, I'm going to join both teams together, right? I'm going to join both teams together into one big team, and then I'm going to probably, Joe said remove it, but I'm going to probably just open this door, prop it open all the way, or I might just take it off the hinges and have, so this would be one big loft for the rest of the summer, and one big loft. So there'll be one big team up until later on, and then I'll put the door back up, split males and females maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna house. Joe said that he baskets his males and females separate, but he houses them together. Like, he don't separate them in the loft. So I might just leave that loft open like that during young bird season and let all them birds intermingle together and raise some young birds. But I won't be loft flying any of them. I'll be tossing them. And once I start tossing them, the only issue I have with that is I do have some older birds, 8 older birds that I want to add to that loft. And they were settled last year, and I want to get them tossing with these birds so they'll be ready for young bird season. I mean, old bird season, 2025. So I will be adding 8 more birds over there that are already, they're over here, males and females, they're split up. So I'll be adding some of them. Here's all my hens, my breeder hens. So the ones with the green bands, like that one right there in the front, that one will be going over, that hen. All the 2023 hens, except for like 2, the Wayne Hall one and then that white one. So I'm gonna keep the Wayne Hall hen back as a breeder because I already talked about that. He ain't doing well, and I want to have something like legacy bird off of him, a legacy pair to keep his bloodline alive. And I have a cock off of Wayne Hall too, that Wayne Hall gave me. So I'm gonna hold that cock back too. So I'll have like a legacy pair. I gotta clean all this stuff out. I piled the nest bowls up over there. I gotta bleach them and wash them, and there's so much I gotta do. But sometimes you lack the motivation, and it's sad to say, but I'm being honest. It's hot. I got fake eggs down there in the corner because I don't want my hens to keep laying eggs. So some of my hens paired up. Unless I got a sneaky cock in here that's acting like a female, or might have snuck over here when I wasn't looking. Because it does take me a few minutes to walk behind the doors. This is Joe's bird. Can't get right there. Hen. That's the mother of the Florida Derby birds. But Joe's birds, they just feel different in your hand. They really do. They're like buoyant. Joe's birds feel different in your hand, and them Tachyon birds have the same feel. The Wayne Hall birds are a little bit bigger, more heavier, but Wayne Hall doesn't need any, he don't need me to pump his name up. He's well respected. He's an older Vietnam veteran guy that's not doing well health-wise. So I want to keep a pair of his birds and breed them, try to keep his bloodline going in my loft as like a legacy thing. I don't even know if that makes sense to anybody else, but it really don't have to. It makes sense to me. Why are you doing that, Dennis? Because he showed me so much love at the Fayetteville Club. Out of all the Fayetteville members, he showed me a lot of love. And at the end of last year, before we split, Tommy did too. So I don't want pretend like everybody in the Fayetteville club, because only 4 or 5 people are split off. Marty, Larry, Marty's wife, Wayne, and Tommy. And Larry showed me a lot of love too. Larry's a really good guy. And man, I kind of, the way it worked out, just the way it worked out. But, you know, we fly in the same combine with them guys. I see Larry at all the meetings. I see Marty. Haven't seen Tommy, though. Tommy's been working a lot. And Wayne has been sick. So I haven't seen Wayne either. So, but them guys show me a lot of love. Them guys I mentioned. And we had a good thing going with that club. And we still do. Our Fayetteville club is growing. It's really taking off. We got a lot of new members. We got new members, but some of them are experienced flyers. Joe's gonna be flying out of Fayetteville this year, at least for young birds. He has his reasons. One of the main reasons is he likes to mentor. He wants the pigeon game to continue, the racing game. And Fayetteville has a lot of young members, and those members, such like myself, could get very discouraged and quit pigeon racing and give up before they really get going, just because they don't have mentorship or help. And I'll be honest with you, man, them dudes at Fayetteville, I guess because people sign up and quit all the time, it's like I had to make it through a season before I really felt like they took me serious as far as me hanging around. Because you see a lot of people come to the meetings, but they say they're going to race birds, but they don't. They come to the meetings, but then they ghost you. They come to the basketing, but they don't bring their birds. It's always something. And I see it, even though I've only been in a year, I see it. I see what they see. They don't want to waste their time. Once they realize that I was serious about it, they realized that they were like, this guy's gonna be serious. Where's my scrub brush? This guy's gonna taking his pigeon racing serious. We're gonna help him. Marty helped me with all the clocking stuff, but some guys, man, the older guys, are set in their ways. They don't want to be bothered, bro. And I respect that too. I look at it like this. I'm a father, and I love my kids, and I've spent all my energy raising my kids. And now that God has blessed me with 10 grandkids. And unless emergency or unless I have to, I'm spent. Like, I don't want to raise my grandkids. I want to spend time with them and love on them and all that, and send them home with their parents. And it's kind of, that's how I look at them guys, them older guys in the pigeon club. Like, they did their time. They mentored people. They've been in the game 40, 50 years, some of them. You know, they don't have the energy anymore. You know, they don't have the energy anymore. And I understand that. So Joe, being, no spring chicken, decided to take on that challenge and mentor a lot more people than me. He mentors a lot of people. And when I see guys in the pigeon clubs, and they're geeking, like, and they want Joe's birds, and they call it, guys been around a long time, respecting Joe and asking Joe for what he would do and what he thinks and how he's going to vote on this and vote on that. It lets you know that you're being mentored by the right person. And he has a great heart, Joe does. He really does. And like he said, he wants to train people up the right way, so there's no excuses when he wins. He'll be like, man, you got no excuse. You got my birds on my system, and I still kicked your butt. Right? And then me and Joe, we're going to be doing some tossings and training together. Going to help my birds break and everything before we even get to the practice race season. So we're really going to be dialed in. And I got to be on my P's and Q's because I don't want to take all Joe's time, because I want him to be able to help other people too. I'm excited, man. So I do want to apologize for my last video when I was discouraged about the trapping and everything. And somebody left a comment. YouTube name is, but the guy knows who he is, because I responded to his comment. I try to respond to everybody's comment, but I responded to him because he was like, bro, you got the pigeons to relax, so just relax. Just relax. It's not that serious. Everything is gonna be kicked in, the right way. You're doing everything right. It's not, but try not to take it so serious as far as like zap it, like I was taking it. Oh man, I was like, this is a failure. I was taking it too hard, and part of that's because I'm competitive. I want to win at it, and I'm trying so hard to do it the right way. Because I know, man, deep down inside, people want to see me fail. You know what I'm saying? I that's the way the world is. But I can't be caught up on that. It's the people that love me and that are around me. And you can't say you love God and not have the enemy hear that and expect you to go through life being untouched. Your trials and tribulations, the Bible promises you that. I mean, they killed Jesus, so they killed him. What do you think is gonna happen to me? And I don't mean literally, but they talked about him. They treated him greasy. So what do you think is gonna happen about me for saying that you're a follower of holiness, or that you believe in a higher power, something greater than this world? So these are my chickens. I did lose one chicken to heat. All disclosure. You see, I got 2 waterers for 9 chickens. I fill them up every morning. And I lost the chicken. And he was fresh too. He must have just died. Plus they pecked the hell out of him too after he died. All right. So see how I don't think I'm overfeeding, because you see how there's hardly no food left in there. And now that 10 minutes has gone by, right? So I take this food out. Whatever, they left the little tiny seeds and they think they're gonna pick on it for the rest of the night, but they're not. And no, and let's look at these bowls over here. These are done, right? Empty. So let's see if anybody's still hungry, they come down and get that. Let's see how nobody's really coming down to get that. The bowls are clear, but nobody's really coming to get that. Nobody's really starving. It's kind of what I do, because I want to make sure that they all at least get something in their stomach. But they know so see how none of them are coming down? So that's a wrap. That's Rap City. So it's gonna rain. So let me put these up. That's taking this little bit of food out. Dialing in the food. I'm dialing it in, y'all. Getting it to where I'm not overfeeding. Hopefully that's gonna improve my trapping. And hey man, look, I appreciate everybody. Joe, I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that comments on my channel. I do a dog video soon. I think my dog is pregnant, so I'll be doing a dog giveaway or a pigeon giveaway. I'm probably gonna do both. Probably gonna give a puppy away and a couple pigeons. And what I mean by pigeons, I'm probably gonna give away a pair of breeders, or I'll give away some young birds from next year, early in the season. I'll breed a couple young birds and give them away, like a small kit, maybe 4, to a channel winner. Or after I finish racing old birds, or after I finish racing my young birds, I might give away some of my young birds, breeders, for somebody for next year. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, a channel guy. So we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm like 877 short. So like the channel and subscribe, and you can do the notifications if you want. If not, however, just like it's nothing to really show support. Like, is it really that big of a deal to try to just like somebody's channel or subscribe to it, to support them and support mental illness and somebody who's trying and somebody who's giving you just what it is. Nobody's lying or trying to cheat you out of anything. Just show your love, man. Show your love. I think I'm gonna start going live too, though, so I can interact with people, and that's what I do. Throw the stuff in there for the chickens. We don't waste nothing around here. Those white birds, most of them, all but one, are American breast chickens. In case y'all wanted to ask, they're dual purpose chickens. So I'm gonna take my eggs layers. I'm gonna take the egg layers to my son's house. Once the white chickens start laying eggs, I'm gonna split these up. That's why there's, 10 in there. Well, 9 now. But I think I got everybody taken care of. Dogs were just out. It's gonna rain. Yeah, YouTube. So that's me. How long did that take? Man, it's a 35-minute video, but that's what I did. Did the chores. And man, subscribe, like. God bless everybody. Make friends, not enemies. Joe, you're the man. And be on the lookout for more videos, man, because we're bringing it. We're gonna bring the dog videos. We're gonna bring the pigeon videos. We're just bringing videos. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do a thing this year. We're gonna do it this year. We are. And stay tuned. We're gonna send some birds to the Florida Derby. Gonna give some birds a new flyer. We got stuff going on, man. We got stuff going on. Right, Grizzle? There's a Grizzle. Say peace and hair grease, Grizzle. It's a beautiful bird, man. But, all right, YouTube. God bless you. Make friends, not enemies. Love one another. Life is too short. Don't be a hater.